I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Arizona Cardinals. For the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off play action, it's Minshew. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep is Tavon Austin. That's taken to the 25. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
at their own 29-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Reed. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Kill.
To throw, it's Allen. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
At the 43-yard line.
On first down, it's Reed, and he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Check, 47. Ready? Check.
On 2nd down, it's Reed. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
The tackle made by Miles Jack. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Mike's 4-4. Too little, Captain. 44 is the Mike.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. This is taken at the 15. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
16-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Gary on the tackle.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Minshew. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Here's Kamara, try to run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
First down, Jaguars.
Ready, set. Mike 50 right there. I'm coming after you. Hey, lock it. Check 26, check 26. He's checked.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
33-yard line.
Ready?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Recon, moving into fire. 58 Mike, 58 Mike.
Minshew sets to throw. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And a Jaguar first down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Again, Minshew looking to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
An 8-yard
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the counter, here's Kamara. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd. From
the 31, Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. He will push his way down to about the 14. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Looking to throw it, Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Alvin Kamara. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Here's Allen to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Rip right. Check. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
And he'll give it here to his running back. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike's both. And we heavy on the edges.
Allen going to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Claypool, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's go, man. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Go out. Check. Check. Don't wishbone. Check. Check 3. Check 3. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Hey, watch it. Watch it. Bravo. 58's the money. 58's the money. Watch the pass.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Gain of 7.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Send one west.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
41.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
9.
On the set. Hey, let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And a Jaguar first down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Connection made with Chenault. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Camara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. This is Camara. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Let's get this. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Check. Let's go, defense. Outside.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Out of the gun is Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
1st down, Jaguars.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. And a Jaguar 1st down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Minshew, 1st and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 4-yard line.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Lambeau will put this one through, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, he'll hand this off. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
The 36-yard line.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. 56, 56.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
In your face. Half 85, half 85. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to launch this thing. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory.
1st and 10.
Well, they've got to remember that they're not going to get it all back on one drive. But that being said, they also had to come out here in the 3rd quarter with a sense of urgency and playmaking ability. And they showed it on that last play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. You ain't going nowhere. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Makes the score Cardinals 14. Jaguars 13. Brandon.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On the ground, Kamara. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
Second and 12. Minshew sets to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Minshew not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Minshew. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far. And it was again on the last play.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Following the penalty, it's Camaro. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So it's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
47. 47 is the mic. I got one. Sponge. No.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
44's Check. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 44, Mike, 44.
From the gun, Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Minshew. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A 39-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will push the lead up to 5.
Jaguars.
So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
44, 44, Mike, 44. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Here's Allen to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
We own it. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Will Parks. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here we go. 90s wolf. Hey, Sam on. Kill. Turn it. Recon, 132 fighter. Kill. Squeeze. Check it out.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Set. 15 1. 15 1. Let him know. 58 for Mike. 58 for Mike.
Back to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
To Jared Cook.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun. They'll look look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. They'll run on 1st down. It's Reed. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll keep it on the ground. Reed, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
44, 44, Mike, 44. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A gain of 6 there on first. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
Let's go. You tighten up. Check safety.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Reed. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Gain of 10. First down, Jacksonville.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And Cook has it, left side. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Out of the gun is Minshew. And Pascal's got it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
13 yards. And a Jaguar first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hold. Hey, check 24.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
On the tackle.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Right back to him on first down. Tackle made there by Buda Baker. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
At the 21-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're going to look to throw. Connection made with Chenault. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
And it's third down.
To throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. So on now is the kicker, Josh Lambo. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Lambo will put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 47 is the mark. 47 is the mark. I got you, pump. 47.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back
back there trying to throw, and a sack happens, the ball comes free. I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. First down. It's Reed. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Mike, check, 59. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Reed. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage game there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say, get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
Check
It's Reed. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Minshew sets to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Third down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A Jaguar first down as Minshew finds Westbrook. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
43-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And
now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now Minshew. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
16 yards. Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. And again this time to the tailback. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Jacksonville.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. This to win it in overtime. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And we will play on here in overtime. So into overtime and all the way to the end of overtime, they have a chance to win it. Couldn't convert on the field goal, and we end in a very rare tie.
Don't see it very often. We did discuss it as we began overtime that because it's a regular season game, we're going to play that last quarter. And if no one scores or however, if it finishes in a tie, that's it. But boy, how bad do you feel for it? The opportunity to win it with a field goal at the end, and it doesn't go through the pipes.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.